Hurgle gurgle. It's morning, everybody. The worst is I actually fell asleep early last night and I'm still freaking feeling exhausted today. Okie dokie. Almost forgot. Let's do that so I'm not blowing people's ears out. Morning, Lord Pettit. And yes, I do as well. Not only does it mean I have to see more of the horrible dayball, but losing sleep sucks. Okay, back to the Hocken Gate. So then, last episode we left off at a bit of a pinch. Estelle was down. The others were pretty beat up. I went ahead after the stream was over and ran back to town, rested at the inn, stocked up on what few things I could buy with my money, and then ran back. So we're right back where we were. We're just not in, half-dead condition anymore. Yes, I know, Lord Pettit, you hate the characters in this game, which begs the question of why you're watching, but we'll go on with that another time. Let's talk to who's outside first. I'm thinking about visiting the Empire. Doesn't look like anyone's here to fill out necessary paperwork for leaving the country, though. Well, it doesn't really matter to me, since I just live my life on a whim. In fact, the only reason I decided to travel to the Empire is, well, because it occurred to me. How in the world did you guys get through? The barricade hasn't been lifted on the Eisen Road yet. We came here on an errand from Mayor Maybell from Rose. Tripping over my own tongue. We came here on an errand for Mayor Maybell from Bose. Do you think you could get us in to see General Morgan? Joshua explained what the mayor requested without disclosing his identity. Well, that's understandable. In that case, I could definitely get you in to see the general, but unfortunately, he's out at the moment. He's actually spearheading a number of searches right now. It looks like our timing was bad. You don't happen to have an idea when he might return, do you? I think he'll be back sometime today. There's a bar in that rest stop over there, so why don't you wait there for him? I'll let you know when he gets back. A bar in a rest stop? Why is there a bar in a place like this? Obviously, because this is the border with the Empire. The screening process for those entering and leaving the country is really strict, so there are a lot of travelers who have to wait quite a bit. That makes a lot of sense. In that case, it's understandable that you would need facilities like an inn and a bar. Well then, we'll take you up on your suggestion and wait over at the bar. Oh God, we have to take Shara to a bar. That just seems like a bad idea. That blonde-haired man over there is rather handsome and well-dressed. But after talking to him, I found him to be a little odd. I'm a merchant from the Erebonian Empire, and I'm on my way to Bose. Good day, and welcome to our humble establishment on the outskirts of Bose. Since this is a bar, we've got wine to drink and food to eat. Just don't expect anything too elaborate. What a surprise! This is my first time eating Liberal's cooking, but it was rather delectable. Well, I'm glad you liked it. If you head to town, there's a number of other places where you can eat great Liberal cooking as well. Anyway, enjoy your trip. That I will do, believe me. If this is the kind of food I can get in a border dive like this, then I truly am in for a feast elsewhere in this land. Well, excuse me for having my bar here on the outskirts of the country. Anyway, how about a glass of wine? I know it's not high-end exactly, but the taste is worth the price. Well then, maybe I will. Do you think this guy is... He looks like a traveler from the Empire, if you ask me. Good day to you all, my fine friends. You appear to be citizens of Liberal, but may I ask you if you're traveling to the Empire? Nope, we're just here on an errand. We're not traveling to the Empire. You appear to be a citizen of Erebonia yourself. What about you? Are you here to visit the Liberal Kingdom? I'm glad you asked. I am indeed a visitor in Liberal, both for work and for pleasure. And you say you're running an errand, but I can see your true colors. I know exactly who you are. Who are we? Indeed. You're bracers, no? How'd you know? We removed our bracer emblems. Wait, are you trying to tell us that you're in the same profession? It's true that there are guild branches in the Empire, but I'm not actually bracer. I just know several people in the guild, that's all. And there's an air about you that reminded me of them, so I just thought I'd ask. Those are some excellent deductive reasoning skills you've got. I don't think an amateur could have picked us out of a crowd like that. Are you sure you're just a traveler? Please, don't look at me with such suspicious eyes. Those cold, flickering eyes of amber, just like a glass of exquisite brandy. You just make me want to kiss and hold you in my arms. What? You're a bold one, aren't you? Well, wait a minute, are you one of those men who likes other boys? I just can't help myself when I see something beautiful standing before my eyes. Daughters of serenity, sons of elegance, supernal melodies and cleansing landscapes, masterpieces and stories to move the soul. And last but not least, the most exquisite in food and drink. For things such as these are those which pique my interest. So you're a pervert, just like I thought. Yup, definitely a pervert. How dreadful it is that genius is misunderstood in every generation. I feel as if my delicate glass heart is about to be broken. You, with your magnificent black hair, please comfort me in my time of need. I'm going to have to pass. You've already scarred me for life as it is. I've heard strange conversations in my day, but this one is worth remembering. The look on that kid's face. Hey, you three. Oh, it's the soldier from earlier. The general has just returned. I just spoke to him about the matter, and he said he'll meet you now. Really? Yeah, so come to the barracks with me immediately. Wow, that was much quicker than I thought. Yeah, now at least maybe we'll be able to find out what's going on. Okay, then let's be off, shall we? What are you following us around for? Your timing is excellent. You didn't miss a beat in exiting behind us. It seemed almost natural. Scarily so. Ha! You noticed? Everything about you all just seemed so interesting. I thought I'd take a gander. Please, don't mind me. Carry on, my good gent and mademoiselles. Of course we're going to mine. Now get you! Shoo! Shoo! Scrooge! Who was that guy? Seriously, what was his deal? He's not normal, that's for sure. Getting rid of that weirdo is probably better not only for ourselves, but a service for the world at large, too. Now, let's hurry and meet with the General. I do admit, Lord Pettit, your reaction is adding to my mirth in these scenes. I could hear some arguing. Was there some kind of problem with another traveler? No, nothing big like that. That aside, could you let us meet with the General? Yeah, he's inside. His office is the last door on the left. Make sure you don't go wandering around in other places where you're not permitted. The end of the hall on the left. Looks like this is the General's room. Alright, here goes nothing. Are you here on behalf of Miss Maybelle? That's right. Very well. Come inside. Thank you for seeing us. I'm glad that you came. My name is Morgan. I have been tasked with guarding the Hocken Gate by Her Majesty, Queen Alicia. It's an honor to meet you, sir. We are all here on behalf of Mayor Maybelle. Please pardon our intrusion during such a busy time. There's no need to apologize. I've known Maybelle since she was but a child. I couldn't imagine ignoring her request, much less one from the mayor. All right then, would you please read this first? Handed over Mayor Maybelle's letter. So it's about the missing airliner, is it? Under ordinary circumstances, that information would be strictly confidential. But, considering this is a request coming from her, I'll tell you everything I know. Sweet. Why are you happy about something that doesn't concern you? Crap, I should have kept my mouth shut. The mayor appears quite distraught over the situation, and so we've wanted to do anything we can to assist her. I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she has been blessed with some good people around her. Let me get right down to things and explain the status of our search efforts. Please do. The airliner, Linde, disappeared on its way to Rolent after taking off from the Beau's landing port. Presently, we have units searching all areas of the region, but we have yet to come up with anything. So what you're saying is the possibility of the incident being caused by monsters or an accident is fairly slim, right? If an airship of that size had crashed, it likely would have been discovered in the initial search efforts. Yes, that's exactly right. In fact, the flight route between Beau's and Rolent goes over some plains that allow a commanding view of the land. And of course, the probability of the airliner going down in Valeria Lake or the ocean is extremely low. Boy, am I relieved to hear it's probably not a worst-case scenario like that. So if those have been ruled out, then that leaves the door open to the possibility that the airship could have been taken, right? Which makes me think that the only remaining motives must be to loot the cargo or demand a ransom for the hostages. In other words, a hijacking, right? Also, considering the geographical conditions, it could have been a covert operation carried out by the Imperial Army. And that would be really big news if that were the case. What's the matter, General? I was just thinking that that's quite an impressive assessment for some civilians. We also considered the possibility that the Imperial Army was involved, so we have enforced strict regulations on the flow of information. An international incident, if taken lightly, could result in another war. But, thanks to the small mercies of Ideos, the possibility for another conflict disappeared early this morning. A certain organization sent a letter to the royal family and Orbital Ship Co., claiming responsibility and demanding a ransom for the passengers. This organization goes by the name of Kapua Family. The Kapua Family? It couldn't be who I think it is, could it? It certainly appears to be that way. The Sky Bandits, who have been operating in the shadows in the Bose region and are led by 3 siblings at their head. I take it you've heard of them. Not only have we heard of them, but we just had a run-in with them in Relent. I just can't believe those good-for-nothing thieves have managed to create such a big incident here in Bose. Estelle. Oops. You had a run-in with them in Rolent? I had heard that some of their gang had showed up in the Rolent region, but I think he's onto us. Yeah, because of you and your big mouth. I see now. I thought the way you were able to analyze the situation was strange for mere civilians, but I never would have guessed that a girl and a couple of kids like you were bracers. Who are you calling kids? Just for the record, Mayor Maybell did in fact request that we come here and talk to you. Silence, deceivers! Get in here, men! He looks pretty pissed. So this is how a hard-nosed military man acts, huh? What's the matter, General? Did these visitors try to pull anything funny? These bracers need to be shown the door. Throw them out immediately! Just what is your problem, old man? Trying to brush us off like bugs. Huh. You're no different. Hiding your identity so you can try and finagle some information out of me. It's because you pull underhanded actions like that that bracers can't be trusted. Just where do you get off calling it finagling? It's your own fault that you didn't share information with the guild to begin with. Nonsense! Who in their right mind would leave an incident this big in the hands of a mere civilian group? I swear, of all the stupid things Maybell could have tried to pull, hiring a bunch of kids like this and getting in the way of our search party. How about you cut with the crap, General? Why do you think we've had to come all this way from Rolent to begin with? It's because when it comes down to it, you military morons can't do your job. What did you just say? Holy cow. Shara's really pissed, all right. For the past few months, you've known about the string of burglaries which seem to be the work of the Sky Bandits, right? And who, knowing full well it was them, dumped the workload onto the guild instead of looking into it themselves like they should have, huh? And now, the second this incident happens, you get on your high horse with an attitude. Yet you've got nothing to show for it. No hostages or even the location of the missing airliner. Don't you think that's an embarrassment to the entire kingdom? Silence, girl! The military is an organization that runs on discipline and does not take action on a whim. Unlike a group I know who didn't think ahead and let the Sky Bandits escape, so enough with your insolence. So you're really looking for a fight, aren't you? How sad it is to see such discord. Strife brings nothing to be borne, but only extends the barren wilderness within our hearts. Let me sing a requiem for you all, one to soothe your parched souls, a gentle yet wistful tune to bathe your brittle spirits and cause the deserts of your hearts to bloom. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in the skies, like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. This yearning passion tears my heart in twain, and the cruel moon mocks my pain. If this fleeting dream shall never be, a single wound will remain in my heart for all to see. Our passionate first and final kiss. Your tears to me are an amber bliss. Let us immure this eternal love. Haha. It looks like you all understood what I was trying to get across. What is it that is most precious above all? That's love and peace, baby. I think it's about time for the search party to be returning with their reports. That's right, General. I should get back to my duties, and make sure you don't let these kids in again. Oh, and cancel any further checks along the travelers along the Eisen Road. Having these kids around any longer will just be an eyesore. Right away, sir. He ran away. I wish we could escape. He's still right behind us, isn't he? No matter which country you visit, military men lack romanticism. But you lot, on the other hand, appear to appreciate my aesthetic sense. You know, maybe we should get going ourselves? Yeah, good idea. We had a bit of trouble, but we did manage to get some information. After we head back to Bose, how about we think about our future plan of attack? Huh? Where are you going? Wait for me! I mean, please wait for me! Let me try and introduce myself again. I am Oliver Lenheim, a wandering bard and musician by trade. As you already know, I am an Erebonian touring your fair libero. I am Estelle, and... Now wait a minute, why do we have to introduce ourselves to you? Easy, Estelle. He did intercede for us back there. I'm Joshua, and I'm Sherazar. Things were getting pretty heated, and I'm glad you stepped in before something really bad happened. Let me just say thanks. You've got nothing to thank me for. I only did what any person who loves beauty and peace would have done. However, if you insist, how about going on a date with me for a day? I'm going to have to pass on that. First of all, I don't have that sort of free time. That's too bad. Alright then. I guess I'll accept Joshua as a substitute. What do I have to do with any of this? Please don't involve me in your questionable humor. Well, that's odd. I didn't mean it as a joke. Saying that makes you even more questionable. Now, just a minute. How come you didn't invite me on a date? You? I don't know how to put this, but, you're a bit lacking in the sexy department. You might want to think about taking a lesson or two from your friends here. Well, excuse me for not being sexy. And just what do you mean by saying I could take a few lessons from Joshua? Calm down, Estelle. I think you're cute enough just the way you are. Though I guess it's true, you are a bit lackluster in the sexy category. What did you just say? This game's not good for my health, man. Oh, God. And sometimes I do have to keep reminding myself they're not actually blood related, they're adopted siblings. Oh, good grief. Anyway, like I said before, we're busy. I'm sorry there's not a better way to thank you, but we've got to get going. And how about you take me along with you to the city of Bose? This is my first time in Libero, after all, and I'd like to request a guide. Well, if that's all that you want, then I don't mind. Shara, now just a second. It's the least we can do, and we're heading the same place anyway. Plus, acting as a guide is one of a bracer's many duties. Oh, all right, I guess we're stuck with him until then. But what if he tries to sink his poisonous fangs of lust into Joshua? Estelle? Don't you worry, Joshua. I'll save you from his perverted attentions if he tries anything funny. What is it exactly that you think he'll try? Please, don't refer to me like I'm some sort of ferocious beast. I'd rather that you call me a hunter of love. Even Love Stealer wouldn't be that bad of a title either. Are you right in the head? So how about it, everyone? Shall we leave for Bose? I'm counting on you all to get me there safely. Now let's be off. Who died and made you leader? Hey, wait a minute, you! I'm not done warning you about the grisly fate that awaits you if you sully Joshua's innocence. Oh, God. Well, I guess here's where we find out what this guy is. He is the battle character. Time to get the fire magics going. That's back to the gate. Oh boy.
Take that.
And he's a bard that shoots people. can tell, Lord Pettit.
99 kitty cats.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Take that!
All right, we're good to go.
Crap. Well, it's only the one at least.
Take that! 99 kitty cats.
Okay, we're almost back to Bose. So this is Bose, is it? It's much more urban than I imagined. That building over there is Bose Market, no? Well, you seem to be quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in Libero? I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. One published by your very own Libero News, no less. A guidebook? Do they really sell such things? I don't know how to say it, but we live in a really convenient age. So, do you intend to go shopping at the Bose Market now? Yup. And after doing a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town. Right, the place we ate at with the mayor. What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place. The Antarose, authentic liberal cuisine, or so they say. Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it. But it's supposed to cost a pretty mira if you decide to go with a full-course meal. I'd have to recommend a normal bar any day over this. Worry not, my fair lady, I've brought sufficient travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical, renditions, are you? Can you actually earn mira with that crap? I've starred as the main opera singer at the Great Theatre in the Erebonian capital before. If I remember right, I once earned 1 million mira in a single night. Big fat liar. All right, everyone, good work. I guess this is farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos. What horror have we unleashed upon this poor, innocent city? Is everyone from Erebonia a weirdo like that? I don't think I like the idea of that being the Empire stereotype. Huh? What I'm trying to say is that I think the majority of the people there are quite serious. I read in a book that their ethos respects the strong and silent type. Huh. So what you're saying is that he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist? Now just hold up there, Estelle. If the artists of this world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see. We need to report the information we got out of the General to Legrand. And it would be best if we let Mayor Maybell know after that, too. So first we visit the guild and then the mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going. Okay, the guild was... Come on, Missy, I'm begging you. Please let us in. If I could just get a comment from the mayor, I'd be on my merry little way. Yup, that's right. And of course, I'd need a photograph, too. I'm sure the mayor would be flattered, but she's extremely busy. I'm going to have to ask all those without an appointment to leave. I hope you can understand the situation. Come on, please! For an incident this huge, we hardly know anything about the circumstances surrounding it. And I have an obligation to inform the readers. But, yeah, what about the readers? We can probably reach double the number if we have the mayor grace the cover. She's said to be very beautiful after all. Dorothy! Why did you have to go and say something like that? Huh? But it was you who was saying the same thing, remember? You said if we didn't have any news to go on, we could lure customers to buy the magazine by featuring the sexy mayor on the cover. You idiot! Miss? Well, aren't you two a couple of interesting visitors? I'll make sure to tell Mayor Maybell about the details of our conversation. At the moment, however, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Wait, this is a misunderstanding. Please leave. Fine. So are we going to be okay not getting a photograph of the mayor then? Please, for the love of ideals and my sanity, just keep your mouth shut. Nihal, wait for me. Huh? Good afternoon, Lila. Oh, it's you bracers again. Did you just return from the Hocken Gate? Yeah, something like that. So, those two you just turned away. A bunch of unscrupulous individuals. Really? Those miscreants said they plan to use the mayor to make some quick mira. But as long as I'm here to protect my mistress, I won't allow that to happen. I see. You're really serious about your job, aren't you? Deadly serious. It's because it's my duty. Anyway, why don't you all come inside? The mayor is waiting for you. Now, before we do that, let's see here. That's the inn. That's the bar. Here we go. Bose Bracer Guild. Oh, it's you kids. So did you find out anything about the incident? You bet. Valuable information at that. Estelle relayed the information they had obtained from General Morgan. The Sky Bandits and the Kapua family. You're right, that is valuable information. It looks like we'll be able to decide on a policy for the Bracer Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that General Morgan is an even bigger Bracer hater than I had originally thought. Yeah, I was really surprised myself. In roulette, the job of a bracer is pretty much respected by everyone, so to encounter someone that hates bracers that much... Don't worry about it, General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and the Guild maintain a pretty good cooperative relationship. However, it looks like this time you're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for. Well, I guess we'll have to try and make steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. But it looks like these recent burglaries are also the work of the Sky Bandits, right? Yes. Taking into account the incident in Linde, it's pretty clear who's behind these. To call them burglaries is one thing, though, because most of the stuff that's been stolen hasn't been all that valuable. I would have never thought they'd go so far as to commit a heinous crime like hijacking at Linde. Now that you mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that happened in Linde was also rather mild in comparison. Yeah, and to hijack an airliner and then to turn around and demand a ransom from the royal family? The risks there are greater than any potential reward. In light of that, we should probably do a little more on the investigative side ourselves. Now we'll go see the mayor. And I'm tearing my throat up today. I'm glad to see you all again. Mayor Maybell has been excitedly awaiting your report. General Morgan has come here to visit on several occasions. He's a little difficult to describe, but what I can say is that he is a respectable man. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But in both a good and a bad sense, he has the temperament of a military man. Aha! Dealing with complaints from the citizens, late deliveries of goods to the Bose market because of the airspace being a no-fly zone, servicing the sewer facilities, selecting a congratulatory gift for Her Majesty the Queen, harm incurred by monsters on the New Ansel path. When will all this paperwork finally end? Hello? Oh, are you back already? You look pretty busy, so would it be better if we came back at a later time? No, you're fine. So you found out something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. Good work. I feel like I have a much clearer picture of the situation now. So there was a hijacking by the Sky Bandits and now a ransom demand. The situation is much more serious than I had originally anticipated. If the General hadn't found out we were bracers, I think we could have learned more, but... No, it's all right. I'm just glad to know that it wasn't a crash. With this information, I should be able to take effective countermeasures within the city. Now, I need to think of a way to inform the citizens of Bose and deal with the families of the passengers. I imagine that'll be quite a difficult task, considering that you are already as busy as you are. Well, that's just the duty of a mayor. And since the identity of the criminals is now known, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident? Of course. That was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run-in with those Sky Bandits before. And I'll wager the honor of the guild that this is one group we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army. Yeah, that's for sure. There's Dad to find, and then we need to deal with these Sky Bandits once and for all. Huh? What's with the look, Joshua? I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at things, I just can't believe it. What can't you believe? That Dad could get beaten by a bunch of Sky Bandits. Basing my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared in Linde, I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber. Come on, Joshua, you too, Shara. You're giving him way more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that. But I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group. Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me that your father was aboard that airliner? Oh, didn't I mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was. Not to mention, he's a bracer, too. His name's Cassius Bright. Did you just say Cassius Bright? Yeah, why? Do you know my dad or something? I've never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. But we might be able to use this to get some information from the army. Excuse me, Mayor? I'm very sorry, and I can empathize with what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, then I am at your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. I wonder what's up with the mayor. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised. You're right, but I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The mayor and the general have known each other for a long time, after all. Well, let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here? Just searching around blindly for the airliner or sky bandits probably won't amount to anything, right? I mean, if that's all it'd take, then the army would have found them a long time ago. Huh? What's the matter with you two? Estelle, you've matured. If it had been the same you as before, you probably would have said something like, let's just comb the entire region. I never thought I'd see the day when those words would come out of your mouth either. My heart's too full of emotions for words. So what are you two trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know. We were complimenting you, Estelle, seriously. Unfortunately, unlike Roulette, the Bose region is enormous. I'm really hoping for a clue right about now. A clue, huh? Oh, right. Wasn't Niall and Dorothy that we saw in front of the mayor's palace earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but he's got to know something by now, right? It's true he arrived in Bose a little before we did, so I think it may be worth talking to him. I wonder where they went. My guess would be the place with the liquor. Quit running away from me. Our boss, now he takes pride in the fact that people tend to stick around for a long time when they come here. I'm guessing it's probably because a lot of people use this place for business meetings. Or maybe it's just because he's such a half-assed business, people feel right at home. I don't know. It seems the development of orbital arts was far superior before the Great Collapse. We're still discovering orbital relics from that era. That's what people mean when they say they've unearthed an artifact. The Antarose doesn't feel like a place where you can just sit back and relax, you know? You always feel rushed. That's why I made such a point of trying to give my establishment a comfortable, homey feel so people know they can take it easy. Damn that Nigel. We always came in together and worked side by side. Can't believe he'd betray me like that. He's the one who signed the papers to give me a loan when I first started up this business, for goodness sake. And then he cheated his way up to the top. And now this. What the hell, Nigel? What the hell, I say? Murano of the Trino household is kind of like the vice mayor, except she also kind of runs the place all by herself. The Borden household is pretty influential too, sure, but Miss Murano's the real shadow mayor here, hands down. Huh, well, nobody's in the bar. I'd really like to leave my father's business deals up to Simon, but he still lacks understanding of the business world. And it would be a perfect time for Borden to take advantage of the situation. But I guess if I get overwhelmed, I'll get Simon to help me out. Today I'll be making a dish with meat. Should I grill a steak or should I make some stew? I just can't decide. It's not easy trying to think of what to do about the menu every day. My wife is shopping like a crazy woman. If I don't intervene, she'll never stop shopping. Money is not the issue here. I just wish my wife would practice a little bit of self-control. This marketplace is much more lively than I could have ever imagined. It was definitely worth seeing. Well, no sign of them here. Buy better defense for one character. Oh, we got another one somehow. I believe Shara is the only character without one. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm going to try to find the reporter first. It appears that nobody here at the landing port really knows what's going on either. I wonder if the airliner had some sort of accident. My boss, Lakely, appears to be really irritated over something. He's always got a stern look on his face, but even more so right now. We get freighters arriving from the Empire about once a week. They're mainly used to carry goods to Bo's Market. Also, their intimidating design is typical of what I'd expect from the Empire. They even said they had no idea when flights will resume either. I guess all I can do is sit here and wait. I guess we'll just have to deal with it then, huh? Waiting like this. Well, I wonder where they are. Ah, well, we need money for gear, so let's check the guild board. Ferocious monster known as a Master Siron has been spotted roving the Neville Valley. ferocious monster known as a thunderquake has been spotted roving the West Bowes Highway. I'm in a bind right now as I seem to be lacking a certain cooking ingredient. Bring monster fowl meat times 5. How many do I have? 15. I don't think I can turn that one in. We're currently looking for an in-house pianist, but there seems to be no one with the necessary skills anywhere in the whole land. I shall speak with the owner and see about summoning an imperial pianist for the restaurant. Ah, pianist, huh? Man, when they say this is a high-class joint, they're not kidding. Times certainly have changed, though. Now tourists from the Empire come here to Bowes to buy our goods. I'm just not sure how I feel about that. I just keep thinking about all the men and women who were lost to us during the war. People who will never come back. This restaurant's become more and more popular each day since the current owner took over. And just about every member of the staff here was, well, handpicked specifically by her. Daylight savings time, LT. I started at my normal time. And yes, it's a horrible, horrible thing. Dear me, dear me. But the airship's grounded. I'm finding it impossible to get my wine shipments. For the moment, I suppose we can make do with what's in the wine cellar, but our stock will not last forever. I hope the airships begin running again soon. It's a horrible thing. 1 hour lost of sleep. Ugh. Cooking is an art and a culture. It requires as much creativity as anything, and of course, is just as resistant to compromise. Yes, can I help you? Hello, we're here with the Bracer Guild, and we have a delivery. Hand it over, monster fowl meat times 5. Oh, thank you so much for going to all the trouble. I'm sure you must have been busy with your other work. It was no problem at all. Helping those in need is what our job as bracers is all about. Yes, it's just like Estelle said. And now, with the airliners at a standstill, it's a difficult time for all of us. I really appreciate you saying that. But the little bit of Mira I'm paying just doesn't seem like enough. Oh, I know! Please, let me do this for you, too. Huh? Do what? I'll teach you how to make my specialty omelets. You mean the one served here at Antaros? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is it okay for you to be giving out your recipes like that? Don't worry, it's not a problem. Even if you make a dish just like the recipe says, it doesn't mean that you'll get the same taste. Sounds like you've got a lot of confidence in your cooking. It's not about whether you're good or bad. It's like the relationship between a musician and her sheet of music. Depending on the person, the song will sound different, even though the music is exactly the same. That's pretty profound. A recipe, in the end, is nothing more than a framework to make something delicious. By only following the rules, you'd be surprised how many different ways the end flavor turns out. Learn Libero omelet recipe. Score! We'll have to give this a try later on. Estelle, now this is just a little pre-cooking advice, so don't take it the wrong way. But please read the recipe before you try it. How rude! What are you trying to say? That I'm the worst cook ever? Then make sure you measure how much seasoning you put in. A pinch of salt doesn't mean you should drop a fistful in there, you know. I'll show you a fistful. Well, following the setup of any recipe is important, but enjoying what you cook comes first. Surprisingly, that's probably the best framework for any recipe. See, now that's what I'm talking about. I totally agree. And thanks for the new recipe. My pleasure. Come and enjoy a bite to eat here every once in a while, too. One second. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and turn that one in. Let's see, where was this guy supposed to be? Along the trail behind Revenue Village. That 800 should have been enough to get my third suit of armor. Okay, let's talk weapons next. We're gonna need another 2. We need some red. So we're gonna need another 6,500. Let's see here, we got... Oh, I haven't... Ah, an idiot. Excuse me? Your Father Holstein, right? Oh, indeed I am, but how may I help you? This is for you. It's a letter from Father Divine in Roland. Handed over Father Divine's letter. Ho ho ho, is this for me? Thank you very much for delivering this. However, a letter from Father Divine could only mean... Ah yes, he's come up with a new formula. Eh? A new formula for what? Don't tell me you didn't know. Father Divine is a master of medicine, known throughout Libero for his skills in the healing arts. In fact, he was well known for this even back when he was at Grancel Cathedral. Really? Even after he took up his new post as a father in Rolent, he has continued his research without fail. And when he discovers an effective medicine, he shares his knowledge with the rest of us. We bracers also use the medicine created by Father Divine on a daily basis. So in a way, we're being supported in our work from behind the scenes. I had no idea. It would have been nice if he had at least mentioned it to us. But it's just like him not to, since he never talks about himself. Ain't that the truth? Father Divine is very strict with himself. Whenever he admonishes someone, he is always admonishing himself as well. This is one attitude I think all young children these days should learn. Although it'd be a bit difficult for me to learn at this ripe age. Or whatever. Well, how about we just try to work hard without ever reaching ourselves? I appreciate you coming all the way from Rolent to deliver this letter today. Oh, ay Dios, Goddess of the firmament, please protect these souls as you guide them in their daily lives. Another quest down. Okay, let's seek out these bounties. Dracnon, welcome! I guess I shouldn't have adjusted for daylight savings time. Okie dokie, so we've got... I'm in the wrong menu. Revenue Village. There's the mine. So I'm guessing it's up that direction? Yup. At least it was here. It's already 10 here. East Bowes, West Ravenue Village. Okay. Let's kill some stuff. See what we're up against on this road. High defense. Are they dropping fire seps by chance? No.
All right, we rule.
Need fire sep. One down. Yeah, I didn't even think about it when we ended last week. I'm sorry, guys.
We're good to go.
Yes, those snake-looking things do drop fire sept. Good, we need it. Chest. Reviving balm. We can always use that. I have a feeling I don't want to know what this thing can do.
Alright, we're good to go.
There's level 12. Ambush. One. Don't miss, Shara. Good kill.
Seems you came up short.
By the way, you missed it. Lord Pettit has a character he likes now. Ace of Thorns, welcome. It's all good. Seems like everybody forgot about Daylight Savings Time. Or rather, we're the only ones who have had to suffer through it so far. great, it does drain. Yep. Which is partially why I'm kind of sleep deprived today.
Seems you came up short.
Crap. I know this is a waste, but I don't want to lose the Septhol.
Here I come! Piece of cake!
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta walk for a minute. I just gotta stand up. Give me just 30 seconds and I'll be right back. Getting cranky in my old Every now and then, I've just got to get up and stretch my knees out. You know what? This is probably faster to go this way. Something tells me these things aren't going to like fire too much. Something tells me I'm right. They don't like fire too much.
Piece of cake!
Revenue Village. So this is Revenue Village, huh? This sure is a peaceful place. Look, there's an orchard. The village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history. I heard there was an old abandoned septium mine to the north of here. You seem to know a lot about this place. Have you been here before? Yeah, when I was training to become a senior bracer. During that time, I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airliner. Why? An airliner would have been so much more convenient. Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to the 5 major cities. If you get used to their convenience, your attention won't reach other places. You should first travel on foot and see the places you should protect with your own eyes. It's pretty much the way your father, Cassius, recommended me go about my training. My dad really said that? There's certainly the possibility that if an incident occurs in a place you're unfamiliar with, you could end up getting there too late. Also, it would be pretty advantageous to know the geography when chasing a criminal. That's right. It might be a good idea for you two to take on that challenge if you have some time. No, Ace, it was actually a new character and you missed him. But, considering he was an actual combat character while we had him, I'd say he's probably going to become a regular at some point. So who are you guys anyway? Merchants from Bose? I know what I saw and I told them so too. Because this is Louis we're talking about, he's probably mistaken. He's probably just been looking at the stars too much if you ask me. Now, let's see, you're supposed to be on the road behind the town. I'm sorry to say this, but no one's allowed beyond this point. I shouldn't have been telling you this, but there have been rumors going around that there's a vicious monster out on the trail behind the village. I should probably refer you to the village elder about the details, though. I hear he's requested that the guild exterminate the monster just to be on the safe side. Well, that's what we're here for. I guess I gotta go see Mr. Mayor first. Let's see here. Is this the restaurant/inn? Elder's house. Here we go. Huh? Might you be the ones from the Bracer Guild? Did you see the request on the bulletin board? Yep, we sure did. This is wonderful. My name is Ryzen, and as I guess you could say, I'm the elder of this village. As I'm sure you're already aware, there's been a vicious monster roaming the trail beyond the village. So, do you know what kind of monster has taken up residence in the area? No, I don't think anyone has gotten a good look at the thing. However, I think it may be one which lies in wait for its prey. When mine was active years ago, this type of monster often appeared and harassed the workers. I see, so it lies in wait, huh? It's going to be a bit of a pain to find, then. It looks like we'll just have to hit the trail and see if we can find out where it's hiding. After the mine was abandoned and people stopped going up that way, we had believed the monsters had gone into slumber. So why in the world is one appearing now? It's almost time for us to begin planting saplings this year. As a way to keep the villagers from worrying, I've had Figaro standing guard at the gate and not told anyone else about the monster. Please exterminate the monster as soon as you can. Let's go ahead and save. If you mean the request of the guild, we've already talked to the village elder about it. Huh, so what you're saying is, you guys are here with the Bracer Guild? You got it. Oh man, have I been waiting for you guys. Please hurry up and take care of the monster. The season to plant saplings is almost upon us. Anyway, be careful out there and good luck. We are counting on you. West Revenue Mine. I turned around at the wrong side. These things have some speed, though. Art. Treasure chest. Cure bomb, good. Those are useful. Let's check this little path. What's this? These are new and ugly. Poison. Or blindness. I guess that attack hits with random status effects. Great, now he's paralyzed. So he can't attack. come on, guys. Great, Estelle's confused now. Oh, could you kill this thing already? Really? Thank you.
All right, we're good to go.
Okay, enemies that cause random status effects definitely do not like. Good comment, LP. God damn it, we're going to interrupt somehow here. Either that or hope we can do 220 damage in time. Good. Oh, now this monster gets critical. Takes a miss. Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of these monsters. Die! God damn it, you didn't do as you were told. I said die.
Seems you came up short.
There's a level up for Shara. Did you learn a new ability? Another chest. God, one of those things. Exactly what I didn't want to see. I don't feel like dealing with random status effects, so kill it. Good. Now when we get into the fight, we have all our big attacks
Are
ready.
we done already?
So that pretty much explored that little section.
That's that then. Let's move out. That's that then. Let's move out.
I think we just found our monster. And he's big. Okay. Ah, this won't be too bad.
Someone's been naughty.
Let's do this!
It was a Zerg. Now it's just a corpse.
That's that then. Let's move out.
And I saw Fire Septh. Only 4. Yikes, that scared the heck out of me. I wasn't expecting a monster to pop out like that. It looks like it followed the sound of our footsteps and then attacked us. It almost caught us completely off guard, too. If it had attacked one of the villagers, who knows what might have happened. It's a good thing we took care of it before anyone else ran into it. Agreed. Anyway, we should get back and report to the village elder. Right. Okay, let's go. Nope, no chest. Oh, it's you guys! I just felt some sort of tremor, so the monster came out after all, did it? And we took care of it, too. Are you serious? Yep. Consider that monster exterminated. It was a bit feisty, but not a problem in the end. Thank Idios, this is wonderful news. It would have been a real mess if we had had Monster Troll pop up any later. I'll hurry and let the village elder know. You guys really did us a favor. I know there's not much to see in the village, but please enjoy the relaxing atmosphere. We'll do that, thanks. Oh, it's you young racers again, is it? I've heard the news. You exterminated that monster on the trail behind the village, did you? Yes, we did it somehow, I guess. It was pretty tough in the end. Now it looks like we'll be able to plant our saplings this year without any more worries. I'm really grateful to you all. I'm sorry, Ace. We may not have much to offer, but please know you're always welcome here. We appreciate that, sir. Are you guests? I apologize, but I'm in the middle of getting everything ready for the day right now. Yeah, he didn't last very long. Got some ingredients. Well, let's head back, shall we? turn this one in and head off on the next. Or did I have East Bows, Neville Valley, and West Bows? Maybe we'll head a little further down the West Bows Highway, see if this other monster shows up. Boiled Egger G. I'd say that's our target. See if we can take it, shall we? Almost 2,000 HP.
Here I come!
This guy is going to be rough. Good, he'll go off. We got him.
Yeah!
Ooh!
All right.
That was close. Okay, so that takes care of that one. Bell Valley and East Bows. Bell Valley's almost all the way back to Linde. So I guess for now we're just heading back to Bose. Yeah, that fight got a little close. And we're back. Okay, so first things first, I think, let's go ahead and hit the Bracer Guild. Report in. And that made us some money. So we're almost to 4,000. Where was the inn? CK Hawk, welcome. I didn't even realize you were here. I'm sorry I missed you. Have a good evening. Thanks for at least stopping in. The weapon shop. Who first? From 75 to 87 or from 76 to 87? So actually go ahead and get Sheriff first, I think. And that's enough. Now that we're better armed, I gotta remember where the frick the inn is. Market, mayor's house, there it is, blue. Wherever those two are, they're doing a good job of hiding. God damn it! This ain't a joke, you know. Well, we found him, but he's drunk off his ass. Was having his article rejected really that much of a shock to his system? He's just acting like the man he is. Men are pigs, after all. Although he seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by. You're one to talk. Don't they sometimes call you Bottomless Shara? Oh, please. Bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Ina. I, on the other hand, can hold my liquor. No matter how much I may drink, my face and my disposition remain unreddened. So don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush. Oh, come now. When you get drunk, you lose it completely and everyone around you gets a heck of a show. Admit it. It's certainly true that Ina is like a bucket to Shara's seed. But no matter how you look at it, they're both pretty bottomless. I'm sensing disrespect, children. Oh. Where am I? Good, you're awake, sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know. Ugh, my head. What the? You're that bracer trainee, aren't you? Oh my goddess, what the hell am I doing in Roland? You got that drunk, dude? I thought I'd made my way to Bose. What are you mumbling about, you sponge? You are in Bose, and so are we. Oh, well, damn, don't scare me like that. Oh, and I see you've got a lovely lass with you. Named Sherazard Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two. Sherazard? Are you the infamous Silver Streak by any chance? Oh, you humble me, sir. I take it you've heard of me, then. Only rumors, I'm afraid, but yes, I know your name. You're one of the top young bracers, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you three are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose. Oh, so you do have some brains left in there after all that booze. I'm impressed. You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. You seemed pretty troubled. Damn, I saw that. Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any. That's what I figured. Damned Army's regulations on the spread of information really restrict what I'm able to learn anyway. Ugh. And if I try to consult General Morgan at the Hocken Gate directly, I'll be held up for inspection for who knows how long. So I figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendary voluptuous mayor, but a maid turned me away outright. And to top it all off, that useless girl kept screwing everything up. Everything! Oh, great ideas. Tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life? Well, you did try to do an exclusive on the mayor's chest. But if you want information that badly, we might share some of ours with you. Huh? We're actually investigating the incident on Mayor Maybell's behalf right now. So naturally, we've met with the mayor, and General Morgan too, for that matter. Holy crap! You serious? Yep, totally. Score! And the goddess gets a point! Blessed be the bounty of ideas! Please, I beg of you, tell me everything. Every last detail. We'll be glad to. However, aren't you forgetting something, Meow? Huh? Heh, information ain't free, you know. We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first. And get that look off your face. I totally do not mean that literally. You want Mira or something? My research funds are long exhausted at this point, I'm sorry to say. We're not interested in your money. We just find it fascinating that you made your way to Bose right after this incident occurred. Seems like you might have heard some interesting things yourself, that being the case. Ugh. And here I thought you were a nice kid. Turns out you're just a slimy little leech like me. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination. As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, I'll take it. Just don't be stingy. Give it to us straight, okay? Fine, fine. I'll tell you everything on my honor as a newsman. I've got 2 clues to share, so if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper. We're ready whenever you are. Man, way to go, Joshua. You're on a roll. Well, if he ever gets tired of being a bracer, we know he'll have a bright future in racketeering with those skills. The first clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Ravenue to the west. I talked to a villager who'd just come to Bose for a visit, and she told me something very interesting. Apparently, she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident. A huge shadow flying overhead? Yup, airship, I told him. Maybe even that missing one. But the army checked it out and found absolutely nothing. Aw, you meanie, you raised our hopes only to dash them straight away. So you're saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything. That's what I'm saying. I warned you it wasn't big news. And I went to a lot of trouble to get this sad morsel, too, what with all that information embargo in place and all. Well done. Now let's hear that second clue of yours. Fine. The other thing I learned is that the military's intelligence division is on the move. Intelligence division? I've heard rumors about them. It's a new royally sanctioned branch of the army in charge of intelligence gathering and dissemination. That's the one, yeah. Supposedly they're so elite they can even stand toe-to-toe with the royal bodyguards. The man they put out in charge, Colonel Richard, is apparently quite the whiz-kid. With him on the case, they say this incident is as good as solved already. Doesn't seem like your information will be of much use in our investigation. Oh well, that's a shame. Sorry I couldn't help much on your end. But a promise is a promise. I scratched. Now it's your turn. Of course. A deal is a deal, after all. Joshua told me all about the incident in Rolent, as well as the information received from General Morgan. The Kapuas? Sky Bandits? A ransom demand to the Royal House and the airship corporations? Good goddess, that's exactly what I needed. That's the missing link I've been killing myself to find. Caught your fancy, did it? Absolutely, I can definitely write my article now. I can't be wasting my time getting drunk here. I have to find Dorothy post-haste. See you later, you wonderful people, you. Wow, his spirit certainly lifted fast. Well, he was chasing a big story pretty unsuccessfully until we came along. It's only natural. I'm glad we could help him out. Well, look at you from Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. Talk about a split personality. Stop thinking weird things about me. I was just negotiating. A little give and take, nothing more. A bad boy exterior with a good boy inside. Or is it the other way around? Either way, I'm sure the girls love it. But anyway, I guess we've only really dealt with scrupulous people thus far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos, and that's when you'll need to bust out some really questionable negotiation techniques. Why were you looking at me when you said that? Anyway, that aside, was anyone else a little bothered when the owl talked about that huge flying shadow thing? That eyewitness report from Ravenue? I'd say there's a strong chance there was nothing to it, if the army already checked it out. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army is totally infallible. They could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself, after all, but one of his men. And some of those guys are pretty thick-headed. That is true. Probably worth looking into. Certainly can't hurt at any rate. Hit. You two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. I think this is a splendid idea. Let's head to Ravenue then, shall we? Got it. Well, I think before we head to Ravenue, didn't we have something on the East Bowes Highway? Yep. King Scorpion spotted roving the East Bowes Highway. And we need to go over to Nebel Valley too, so if we only have 10 minutes left, that seems like a good thing to do. There's, I have a feeling, our monster. Or maybe not. No, let's kill it either way. I gotta catch up with MC one of these days. I wish he could stop by the stream and say hi to everyone.
Seems you came up short.
Okay, that's back where we came from. Fought those. Crap. Yeah, I was thinking that myself. Goes to show how powerful we are. We're killing alien battleships with swords.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Nope. Where is our quarry? It's one of the snake things. Huh. Well, it's... Well, we can't go back through the checkpoint. I guess this guy's gonna have to wait a little bit. Let's go ahead and head for the one in Nebel Valley. I think that's our target. Maybe. He's got the health to be it.
Someone's been naughty.
Let's do this! That's that then. Let's move out.
Maybe that wasn't it. Master Cryon. So that was just a normal enemy. I'm thinking perhaps I shouldn't be going after this thing so soon.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Well, if nothing else, the stuff here gives good experience for not too hard to kill. Level 13 for those two. Oh, we leveled, so there's no healing to be done. Random house. You've done rather well to make it to this place. There's not much I can offer you, but make yourselves comfortable. Ah, we can rest. Well, this seems as good of a place to wrap things up as any, and I can use this place in the future next time to do a little getting stronger, because we need it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the stream today, guys. Everybody have fun. Sorry for throwing everybody off with the daylight savings time thing. It certainly was not intentional on my part. Because God knows I hated it. But it's been an interesting day, I think. God knows there was a lot of laughter in the first half, so I hope everybody will go back and watch what they missed on the archive when it goes up tomorrow. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for coming to watch and participating. That's fine, Ace. I know how it goes sometimes. And we will see you all next week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you.